So when I was pregnant with Maddie, we lived in Manassas a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3, and we really wanted to have her baptized. And we didn't want to just have her baptized somewhere. We wanted to have her baptized in a place where we belonged, like as members of a church. And I worked at Weems Elementary with Allison Scott, and she invited us one Sunday. And so this was our only church that we tried on, and we kept it. And you guys kept us. Prayer in some way for me is super easy, and in some ways it's super hard. For me, prayer can become very meditative to the point where I almost get like lost in it. One of the phrases in the Bible equated to like a deep breath in. And like for me, that's like how I would equate prayer. It's like a deep breath in. So not this past May, but the May before, my mom called me on a Saturday night and just said that she had tested positive for the BRCA gene, which means like we had the option to test or not test, and very high risk of breast cancer and ovarian cancer, among other things. And I tested positive for the gene. So it just kind of started a slew of tests and screenings and doctors and choices and all kinds of things. And I opted for surgical options for prevention because they were the most preventative. It was like a solid year, kind of from start to, I always say like finish, right? Like you never finish. You start, but you don't really finish. About a year of getting through all of that and both surgeries and kind of coming out to this side. So where we experienced grace, I feel like I wish I'd done more to write down all the places that I've experienced grace. Certainly here, I feel like here at Grace Church, you guys just like wrapped around us. Like, I used to cry a little bit every time. Like our Sunday school class, we go to the TVD class on Sundays. Just like the love and support every week. Like people just checked on us all of the time, like constantly. And even sometimes during the week, it wasn't just like when the big events happened. It was like just this constant, constant support all year. We still, like months later, my last surgery was in March, and we still have our mantle like in our house above our fireplace is just like covered in cards. And it's like all the cards that people from here sent. And I just, I've thought several times about taking them down because it's been months, right? Like in September, and those were all from March, and I just like can't take them down because every time we look at them, we're like, it's just kind of a physical, like visual representation of like, there's just people that you don't even think about or thinking about you and like praying for you. But you just kind of all let us experience it the way we experience this. And I think I experienced so many like immediate and profound points of grace that I could attribute it to anything but God. But it was just kind of this like steady knowledge that like we weren't alone in asking for support. Like we weren't just physically receiving support. There was this just like constant emotional space where we felt like a lot of people were asking support on our behalf, you know? I just always hope that people find here what we have found here. I've encouraged several people to come because I'm like, it's just a special place to be. Like I don't know how to explain it other than like it feels like grace. Like